Canadian Tamil Radio is organizing CTR Festival today and tomorrow at Markham Fairgrounds from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's all about music, dance, stalls, shopping and lots of fun activities for your weekend. Indian playback singer, actor and a film composer Devan Ekambaram would be performing live at the fest. He began his career as a playback singer in Tamil films and later branched out to many other South Indian languages as well, like Telugu, Kannada, and has so far sung over 150 songs. Here is an interview with Devan.
This is Sophie and we're here with Devan Ekambaram. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much. Thank you, mine.
Now, you have a very versatile background. You're a playback singer, you're a film composer, and you're also an engineer graduate.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say graduate. I dropped out after my second year.
Oh no, and is that because you were attracted to music?
Exactly. I was cutting class a lot and going to the music hall, and I was missing exams. So I think after my second year in college, I told my dad, I said, Dad, I think it just isn't worth it for me to keep burning your money and not getting, going to class on time. And I got a record break at that time with Magna Sound, so I just said, let me just venture out and go to India.
Now, I know that you're from New Jersey. How is your influence coming from America, collaborating with a whole bunch of people that speak Tamil? How did that transition? Was it very challenging for you?
Yeah, I'd say that it was very natural because I think I was actually a heavy metal guitar player when I grew up, and that kind of scared my parents a lot. They kind of freaked out, seeing me with long hair and wearing Iron Maiden, Van Halen, and Metallica t-shirts all the time. But then I think when I was about 8, I think when I graduated junior high school, and I was entering high school, they kind of introduced me to an Indian band. A lot of Indian people that worked with my dad at Bell Labs. Mm-hmm. And it was a new experience, playing sitar and veena solos on guitar, and that kind of got me a lot of recognition in the Indian community. And then after that, I got introduced to people like S.P. Balasubramaniam and K.J. Yesudas, and I played guitar for them at their concerts. Mm-hmm. And that's when I knew that if I want to do something in Indian music, I said this is definitely what I want to do. And then I think by my third year in high school, I think I started singing in the choirs, which is actually this is sweatshirts from my high school. I was an all-state choir. So I was a choir boy, and that's what got me into singing. But I never thought I'd be singing full-time. I always wanted to be a music producer, and I kind of grew up listening to Babyface and Boyz II Men and stuff like that, George Benson and Sade. And then I think I got a record deal with Magna Sound, which then they were also a licensee of Warner Brothers. So all of Warner Brothers' albums were getting released in India through Magna Sound. And that's why I was so keen on hooking up with them. And I went, spent the summer at SPB Charan's house, who's the son of SP Balasubramaniam. And we hung out that summer, and I approached Magna Sound, Mr. Madhav Das. I thank him. I'm here today because of him. And he signed me up, and both of us up for a 2-year contract. Mm-hmm. And that's how I got my first record deal.
Now, do you want to move from singing Indian songs to English eventually?
That's been a long time ambition, but I think with the amount of Tamil population I'm seeing worldwide and where I've gone, I think I'm so content, and actually there's so many Tamil speaking people worldwide that why do I need to change my audience when I've got a loving and welcoming audience right here at home? I get to go to all the same countries I would have had gone to done English music, but I mean, of course, not that I want to rule that out. Definitely would love to work on an English project, but it hasn't happened. And I think when it does, it will, because so far, I think wherever I've gone, it's been a blessing, and I'm really thankful to God for giving me that opportunity and exposing me to culture. Because I think a lot of people, when they leave their home ground, many foreign students that are from originally different countries, they kind of forget their roots, and you kind of get engrossed with the current culture, and you forget. And that way, I was really happy that I got the chance, and I thank my parents for keeping that tradition.
So my final question to you, as Tamil music is getting very popular in North America, how can people become engaged in that, and what would you like to see happen with the Tamil community, specifically Tamil music industry?
Well, I was quite stunned when I saw a clip on YouTube with a choir in Oakland. They were performing Balilaka from Sivaji, which is, again, a surprise to see, about 100 students in harmony, the two American-raised kids singing a Tamil song. And I was just stunned that that's the level I'd say Rahman has taken Tamil music. He's spoken Tamil on the Oscar stage, which is a great moment of pride for all of us. I think that the same thing is happening with South Indians as well, because you can't get rid of us. We're all over the place, So you're gonna bump into us at some point in life.
And the the sound, the percussion sound is infectious.
Yeah,
and
exactly. I think
both cultures share it.
Initially, I think the Bhangra was the big thing about like 10 years ago. Everyone was like, dunka, 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 you know? That sound was huge back then. And now I think after Tamil's music coming up as well, you have, I think Black Eyed Peas, they remixed an Ilayaraja song that was sung by Janaki.
Yeah.
And they released that on an album, which was like, again, phenomenal. They actually took a very historic track from our culture and put that on a mainstream English album, and I'm sure they sold 1 million copies of that. But again, it's all pride back to Ilayaraja, you know, that its music is transcending all genres and all cultures.
Thank you so much for your input. Thank you for coming.